This forum has been convened to address the persistent barriers that persons with disabilities face on a daily and continuous basis in accessing transportation services. In other words, of being able to be mobile and moving around. Transportation is, after all, as we heard from Minister Chikunga, the backbone of any economy. But it is more than that. It is about being the backbone of our lives. Whether it is walking on safe roads, cycling, driving, taking a minibus, taxi, or e-hailing service, traveling by bus, train, or air transportation is a catalyst for economic growth and also for social integration. But overall, it speaks to the question of dignity. Whether a nation is able to give dignity to people who are otherwise not able to be easily mobile. As we review our performance over the past 30 years of democracy, we have to ask ourselves whether our policies and programs have achieved the changes that we seek. The National Land Transport Act requires universal access as a minimum requirement in forms of land-based public transport. This includes rail, road, buses, minibuses or taxis, and coaches. And the legislation covers persons with disabilities, elderly people, children, pregnant women, and people accompanying children. Despite this enabling legislation, there are still many areas where a lot of more work is needed, as I said earlier, to make the national transport system much more fully accessible, and I would say acceptable. To this end, the revised white paper on national transport policy was published in 2021 and commits to a number of implementation strategies. There is an acknowledgement that transport is not sufficiently accessible to all categories of passengers.